Hello Cancer, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy bringing you your May 2025 mid-month general reading. We are looking at the second half of May for the water sign of Cancer. Thanks for being here and taking the time to watch these videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if something resonates with you and you'd like to take a deeper look, or you simply like the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description of this video to also see that contact information. I can usually get back to you pretty quickly, same day or within 24 hours. I'd love to hear from you. I do offer lots of different types of readings, types, lengths, styles, costs, spreads, love and romance, relationship compatibility, career, work, money, finance, 6 and 12-month overviews. There's a lot to choose from, and I'm pretty diligent about the timely scheduling of readings as well. So if you're interested, please email me. Okay, Cancer, let's see what the second half of May 2025 is bringing in for you. Remember, these are general readings, so if you know any of your other sign placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, it's helpful to watch those videos for additional perspective. Okay, second half of May for Cancer. We have the Seven of Coins. So taking a look at what you have built up in something. Six of Coins, giving and receiving, and Death, endings and significant change. Overall energy, or crowning energy, meaning the primary focus and theme, is the Hermit. So the Hermit is all about having a lot of life experience. There's a road behind you, and the road that you have walked through life, good, bad, trial and error, success and failure. It's left you with a lot of experience, wisdom, knowledge, what to do, what not to do, how to not repeat mistakes in the past. So the Hermit takes all of that into consideration. Perhaps it's a time of taking a step back and contemplating, taking a look at things and asking yourself, okay, what is the best way to move forward? How do I move through a particular situation? It looks like there's a situation which you've invested a great deal in, but it's unclear as to whether some of you, I mean, it may have been taken advantage of. And change, looks like change needs to happen. Change is occurring anyway with the Death card. So let's peel it back a bit. Let's take a look at that Hermit card. The Lovers almost fell out, so for some of you it might be relationship oriented. Others of you it could be work, career, friends. Okay. Clarifying the Hermit, we have the King of Wands and the Tower. So there is a fire sign involved here, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, showing up as a king, but in a generating could be female. The Tower represents significant change and upheaval. The Four of Cups and Judgment with that as well. It looks like something happens to shake somebody up, to get them out of their comfort zone, shake them up, and present them with a potentially life-changing crossroads kind of decision. Now, the upheaval may be something that's occurring to you about this person, and it's kind of shaking you out of maybe a stuck area or complacent, apathetic thing you've been in, and forces you to make a pretty significant decision. Or there's some other kind of change which has happened in your life, and this King of Wands is a significant person, but the energy has been very stuck, and something is happening to really, really, really shake up this situation, because it puts this person, you, both of you perhaps, at this crossroads where really significant decisions have to be made because of this change or upheaval. It's meant to, the Tower with the Four of Cups, it's meant to shake up somebody, create kind of upheaval and change in their lives to get them out of a stuck, apathetic sort of situation, which maybe they don't like but haven't been willing to do anything about. So this is meant to shake that up. So let's take a look at the Seven of Coins. the Hermit again, thinking about it. We have another king, the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. The Two of Swords, a tough decision, stuck at the crossroads, a tough decision. It's a decision that's going to have to be made kind of on a mental and intuitive sort of level. It does involve home, family, relationships, community. It may be that there's, for those of you for whom this might resonate more as a romantic relationship reading, it might be that you've been in a relationship with somebody, maybe investing in them, maybe they've been taking advantage of you, or vice versa. You know, somebody's giving more than they're receiving here, or somebody's taking more than they're giving. And it may be that there's a new offer coming in from someone else, and it totally shakes up, you know, the primary relationship. Let's take a look at this Six of Coins. Either way you look at it, there's a pretty tough decision to be made here. We have the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. So the Ten of Swords is about the balance of giving and receiving. Sometimes it can represent giving more of yourself. Sometimes it can represent receiving a gift. But it speaks about the balance of giving and receiving. And here with the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Swords with this is, it can be a couple of different things. It can be somebody who's tired of keeping some kind of deception to themselves, or a lie, or a hidden behavior, or something like that, and they're tired of it and they want to unburden themselves. But it can also be, particularly in relationships, and whether they're romantic or friendship or even work, this is about somebody taking more than they give, somebody giving more than they receive, and somebody being really tired with that, tired of not talking about things, tired of not addressing it, tired of pretending that something doesn't exist. And with the Wheel of Fortune, again, like with the Tower and like with Death, these major arcana cards, because they're significant major arcana cards, they represent God, Spirit, angels, and guides coming in to provide another way, a different path, a different door opening, one that gets you out of a stuck energy. There's a couple other people involved here. But again, this is a general reading, so depending on what area of your life it resonates in, it could be work people, colleagues, it could be friends, it could be, you know, lovers. So let's take a look at Death, which does represent ending cycles and significant change. Okay, we have the Two of Cups and the World. Soulmates, kindred spirit, best friends. The World is kind of a perfect accompaniment to Death, because the World is the last major arcana card, and it represents that a significant cycle is coming to an end. And because it's a card of graduation and moving on. Now, moving on can represent moving away from whatever is closed out. Like if it's a relationship or a job, you know, you're just going different paths. You're splitting apart. It's time to move on, move away, right? Or it could represent going to the next level of things. We do have the Six of Pentacles or coins again with the Four of Wands, which is the other happy home, marriage, community, social celebrations, and all of that. There's some kind of new door that Spirit is opening here. And it almost feels like it's force, not force in the sense that Spirit forces us to do things. Sometimes they bring change to us that we didn't ask for and perhaps in the moment didn't want. But it's meant to get us out of one stuck space or unhealthy space and put us on a new path. And that's what Spirit's doing here. Now, of course, free will, free agency, you can choose to say yes, you can choose to say no. If the change is happening anyway, you're still left with the choice of how you deal with it, whether you hang on to it, whether you wrestle and struggle with it, or move on. It's pretty clear here that Spirit is causing or bringing in some kind of agent of change here. pretty significant change in order to get you out of a stuck energy and perhaps off of a path that just wasn't going anywhere except in circles, like a dog kind of chasing its own tail. You never really get anywhere. The hamster in the wheel, right? You're putting all this effort and energy and you're running, but the scenery never changes, right? So whatever the stuck energy is, whether it's love, relationship, or something that affects, home and family, community, or your job, something like that, it's quite clear here that Spirit is shaking things up in order to open a new door for you. So let's end with some advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. Your job is to be the Hermit, which we've had twice here. When you have repeating cards, which is why I always clarify with a different deck, it's Spirit's way of drawing extra attention to that. So the Hermit is all about using the wisdom that you've gained from your life experiences before to know how to navigate your way forward. That means not repeating mistakes of the past, not falling back into the same habits and patterns or reasons for making certain decisions, right? Using the wisdom that you've gained through your life so far. So advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. 5 of Wands and Justice. Don't engage in any petty, circular, same old arguments over and over and over again. I think all the words have probably been said. Try to take the high road. Don't get pulled into petty disputes or disputes which you've had a million times before. The Knight of Swords and the 3 of Wands. This is about taking action, and probably sooner rather than later, being very intentional, very action-oriented and focused in order to build something towards something that you want, that's about building and for the future. Because the 3 of Wands is a card of having a positive, optimistic eye towards the future. You're starting to see your efforts paying off. It's a card of growth and expansion. And Page of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. There's a we sense to this, in that the 3 of Pentacles is about people coming together, 2 people or a small group of people. They're coming together to agree on how to build something moving forward. Very positive energy here. So what Spirit is actually saying here is what you need to remember to make the best decisions possible through this is to not repeat mistakes you've made from your past, using the same motivations from your past, to have learned from your mistakes so that you don't repeat them. And whatever decisions or choices you make, whatever action you take, do make them based on what you think is best for your future, for growth and expansion and real long-term security and stability, whether that's in relationships, whether that's in job or work, or a combination of all of those. Spirit here is saying act on and towards a path of healthy growth and expansion and healthy long-term stability and security. That should be the yardstick that you use to measure every decision you make through this time period. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Cancer, those are your messages for the second half of May 2025. And for those of you for whom they resonated and made sense, I hope it was helpful, or gave you something to chew on. If you would like to take a deeper look at something, kind of pull the curtain back on it a bit, or you simply like the reading style, again, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, email me. Please feel free to email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can see that also by clicking on the description of this video below. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. So I will see you all in a little while for the next set of readings. Until then, stay safe, stay well, be blessed, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.